Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming back for another episode of Daily Flow. I'm pleased, as always, to be here with you. I'm super grateful again that you have chosen to share your practice with me. We're going to start, as we often do, with a little bit of breathing. So I would invite you to find a comfortable seated posture, any seated posture of your choice. Any seated posture that allows you to keep your spinal column completely vertical without the feeling of too much engagement in your abs or in your psoas to keep that vertical spine. And then I would invite you to go ahead and close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, we're going to start by exploring the breath. So with your eyes closed, we'll start to close our mind to everything on the outside. We'll start to dive our consciousness as deeply as we can to the inside. We'll hold the awareness lightly focused on the breath as we explore the sensation and the sound of the breath. We'll remember that each breath actually has 4 parts, not just an inhale and an exhale, but an inhale and then a pause with lungs full, followed by an exhale and then a pause with lungs empty. And so as you hold your eyes closed, as you sit with your spine vertical, we'll start to discover especially these pauses that exist in the respiration. And we'll hold on to these pauses. And we'll dive into the sensation of the stillness that is hidden in each breath. And we'll revel in that stillness. And we'll sit in that silence. And we'll invite that stillness and that silence into our hearts and our minds. And we'll remember that there's no rush, there's no pressure, there's no stress. And we'll sit like that for 4 more breaths. And then we'll roll slowly into a child's pose. So even as we start to move through our asana practice today, we're going to remember to hold on to those pauses in our breath. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And on this next inhale, we'll extend the arms towards the front. And we'll roll up into a tabletop pose, which means the spine will be parallel to the floor. We'll set the palms and the fingers flat. And as we exhale now, we'll push hard on the palms and the tops of the feet, and we'll drive the hips back to the heels. Release your neck, let your head come down to the floor. Maybe let the head, the chest, and the shoulders roll just a little bit from side to side. And as you inhale, we'll come right up past the tabletop into a soft upward dog, which means the knees will stay on the mat. The head and the spine long up towards the ceiling. We'll hook the balls of the feet, and as we exhale, we'll squeeze the glutes, straighten the legs, and we'll roll up to downward dog. We'll have a big breath in downward dog.
And on the next inhale, now we'll push into the balls of the feet. We'll lift the heels. As you exhale, we'll drop the knees down to the mat. We'll push the hips back down to the heels. Release the neck. Let the head hang. Again, we'll roll a little bit if you'd like. Head, chest, shoulders, arms, neck, head, rolling side to side. Inhale, we find our tabletop.
And we'll push into that soft upward dog. And as we exhale, hook the balls of the feet, squeeze the glutes, straighten the legs.
We'll drive up into downward dog. Again, an extra breath here. Relax your neck, let your head hang. And on the inhale, now we lift the heels, we'll bend the knees, we'll push the knees down, the tops of the feet and the palms, we'll drive the hips back to the heels, and then release as everything sways from side to side. Finally, on the inhale, we roll through our tabletop. One more time, we'll roll through that warm-up flow, soft upward dog, then hook the balls of the feet. Exhale as you squeeze the glutes, straighten the legs, downward dog. Inhale, lift the heels, hold the heels high, bend the knees, bring the knees down to the mat. We'll walk the hands forward this time, and we'll have a puppy pose, which means the femurs will stay vertical, the seat pointed up towards the ceiling, and then we'll roll the palms and the fingers off the mat, and we'll take that same swaying movement, but this time with the palms and the fingers off the mat, we'll massage the wrist. And then as you exhale, we'll let the hands slide and we'll come down into our extended child's pose. Relax your neck, relax your arms now. Let yourself sink down into the mat. Remember your pauses between the breaths. Finally, we'll roll nice and slow up onto all four. We'll come right into a cat pose, which means the spine is round, the chin to the chest. And as you inhale, we'll find a cow. Turn the head up and the tailbone up. And on the exhale now, we'll leave the head lifted. We'll let the knees slide and we'll find that soft upward dog again. And then we're going to hook the ball of the left foot on the back center of the mat. We'll squeeze the left glute and the left leg. As we straighten the left leg, we'll lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. The knee will be straight, the ankle will be flexed. Big inhale, lift right leg high. And as you exhale, very slowly bend the right knee, bring the right foot forward between the hands. We'll have a low lunge first. And then we're going to roll up onto the tips of the fingers as we straighten the arms. We'll turn that into a lifted or floating low lunge by lifting the fingertips just ever so slightly off the mat. Inhale as you extend your arms forward, bend your left knee, drop your left knee down to the mat, and your top of your left foot. Kapyasana, vertical spine if you'd like. Or a back bend. Again, we'll hold on to those pauses. And on your next exhale, bring both arms forward. Let the right arm stop parallel to the front of the mat. Hook the ball of the left foot. Let the left arm drop as we swing left hand back. We'll open into Virabhadrasana or Warrior Two. We'll turn the gaze towards the front of the room. And if you like, you can close your eyes here. One simple inhale, we're going to lift the left-right hand and we're going to rock back for a reverse warrior. And as you exhale now, we'll hold the chest and the hips parallel to the left edge of the mat. We'll lean head, chest, and shoulders forward. You can use the right hand on the mat if you like as we come up into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. And then we're going to do a little flow in and out of Ardha Chandrasana here. We'll bend the right knee first. We'll keep the left leg straight and we'll cross the left leg way behind the right leg. The outside edge of the left foot touching off the right side of the mat. Set your chest and your spine parallel to the floor and extend your arms away from the center of the chest in either side, also parallel to the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to come right back up into that half moon pose. Ardha Chandrasana, you can touch the right hand or not. Inhale here. Exhale. If you can do it without the right hand, go ahead, cross the left leg behind. Inhale, chest and arms parallel. Exhale, we uncross. Again, as we exhale, we'll cross. Arms and chest parallel. One more time. Big inhale here. Exhale, nice and slow. Uncross. Ardha Chandrasana. And as you exhale, we'll drop right hand first and then left hand comes down to the mat. We'll turn the hips and the chest to be parallel to the floor. We'll bend the left knee. Bring the left knee forward. Touch the nose. Inhale here, spine round. And as you exhale, extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. A big inhale here in standing straddle. And as you exhale, we'll deepen the bend in the right leg. We'll drop the ball of the left foot down to the back of the mat. And we'll have a low lunge. We'll have 2 breaths in a low lunge. We'll start to make this an active low lunge by pushing the palms and the hands down into the mat and straightening the arms. We'll also squeeze the back as we take an inhale. And as we exhale, we'll slide the extended right arm forward and then finally up towards the ceiling for easy twist. The gaze is on the tip of the right thumb. And as you exhale, we'll step back to side plank. Any variation that you would like today. We'll have 2 breaths here in side plank Vashisthasana. And then we'll slide the right foot forward off the top of the left foot. We'll pivot the hips and the chest to face the mat as we extend the right arm forward. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Close your eyes, posture de la planche, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll bend the elbows, we'll come down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths with eyes closed. On your inhale, now lift your heels, roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into plank. As you exhale, bend your knees, bring your chest and your chin down to the mat. Inhale, a gentle lift up on the hips. Exhale, let your knees slide as the hips come down. Inhale, push into the palms, lift head, chest, and shoulders, cobra. And as we exhale, we'll bend the knees. We'll push the hips all the way back to the heels. Release your neck. Let your head hang. Let your head come down to the mat. And again, you can rock and sway a little bit from side to side if you'd like. On this next inhale, now we'll come right up onto all 4 for a tabletop pose first. And as you exhale, we'll flatten the lungs, we'll round the spine, pull the chin to the chest, cat pose. Inhale, cow. And as you exhale, we'll keep the head lifted, we'll slide the knees, we'll take that soft upward dog, knees on the mat, shoulder blades pushing into the back, neck neutral, head lifted. We'll hook the ball of the right foot on the center back of the mat, we'll straighten the right leg, and we'll lift the left leg up towards the ceiling for a 3-legged dog. Inhale, we'll tug up on that left heel, and as you exhale, very slowly, we'll bring the left foot forward between the hands. Low lunge first. One hand on either side of left foot. Then we'll push into the fingertips. We'll straighten the arms. Lift the back of the head and the shoulder blades. We'll push a little harder on that left foot to turn that into a floating low lunge. As you inhale, extend the arms forward. Bend right knee. Drop the top of the right foot. Kapiasana. Spine vertical. Or back bending if you'd like. And as you exhale now, the arms swing forward. Left arm stops parallel to the front of the room. Right arm continues as we straighten right leg. Virabhadrasana, warrior two. Turn the gaze forward. Close your eyes. Each breath pushing out from the center of the chest like ripples in the surface of the pond. Just one breath will rock back. And as you exhale, we'll slowly lean forward into a half moon pose. Hips and chest parallel to the right edge of the mat. And we'll have that same little flow. As we exhale, we'll bend left knee. We'll keep extended right leg, cross behind left leg, outside edge only of the right foot, touching off the left side of the mat. Chest and arms parallel to the floor. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll undo that twist. We'll come right back to our half moon. And again, on an inhale, we'll cross. Arms and chest parallel. Inhale here. Exhale, uncross. Go slow. See if you can do that without using left hand. One more big inhale here. Last time we cross. Arms and chest parallel. Roll the left toes off the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, one last time. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Then we'll set left fingertips on the mat. We'll swing the right hand down. We'll bend the right knee. Bring the right knee down. Touch the nose. Inhale here, round the spine. And as you exhale, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling for a standing straddle on the right side. And as you exhale now, a bend in the left knee will come right back down to our low lunge, one hand on either side of left foot. We'll work a little bit here, pushing the palms down, straightening the arms, engage the back. And as you inhale, extend that left arm forward first, and then up towards the ceiling. Easy twist. And then as you exhale, we'll pivot the right heel down to the mat, and we'll step back to Vajrasthana on the other side. Again, any variation that you would like today, totally fine. We'll have 2 breaths. And then we'll slide the left foot off of the right. We'll turn the hips and the chest to face the mat. Inhale, extend left arm forward. Exhale, plank. Big inhale here in plank. Hold your breath. Hold the plank. Close your eyes. Exhale, chaturanga halfway down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, we'll roll nice and slow back to a downward dog. We'll take 3 breaths in a downward dog. Remember to honor the pauses in the breath today. Inhale, lift the heels, roll head, chest, and shoulders forward to plank. Hold in plank. Knees, chest, and chin as you exhale. Inhale, tug up on the hips. Exhale, let the knees slide as the hips come down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, all the way back to the posture of your choice. Either an extended child's pose or a downward dog. 3 breaths in either case. As you inhale now, bend your knees, bring your gaze forward. It's up to you if you'd like to hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Either way, we'll find 2 feet between 2 hands. We'll lift halfway. And as we exhale, we'll fold forward. Roll the toes up off the mat already. Bend the knees. Push the seat back first. Then let the fingers slide from back to front. As the hips go down, the head, chest, and shoulders raise up. Utkatasana, chair pose. You can close your eyes here. We'll have 4 breaths. And then we're going to anchor the left toes into the mat. We'll lift the right knee. We'll point the right toes back. And we'll push the right knee into the left calf. Then we'll bend the elbows, bring the hands down to the center of the chest. And as we lean head, chest, and shoulders forward, we'll cross right elbow to left knee. Turn the left elbow up towards the ceiling. Keep the gaze fixed down. So this is a revolved, crouching Shiva pose. As you inhale now, very slowly, extend the right foot back. Dig the ball of the right foot into the mat and then push the hands together right to the center of the chest. You can turn the gaze up towards the ceiling if you'd like. Revolved east side pose. And then we'll extend the arms back, hands together. We'll push the extended arms forward as we undo the rotation in the core. Inhale, we'll come right up past warrior 2, right into a reverse triangle by straightening the left leg, leaning head, chest, and shoulders back. And as you exhale, we'll set the spine vertical. And on the next exhale, we'll lean forward into any variation of a triangle pose that works for you this afternoon. Make sure that your spine stays straight and long and that you resist the urge to round your spine, especially the head towards the right edge of the mat. We'll keep the head pushing towards the front of the mat. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll bend that left knee. We'll push the left knee forward. We'll also send the right hand more towards the front edge of the mat. The right hand will be in front of the left toes. We'll bring the left hand up to the left knee. And at the same time, we're going to bend the right elbow and bring the right forearm down to the mat. Then we'll push the left hand to the left knee. You can stay here if you'd like. Or if you'd like, you can extend the left arm up towards the ceiling. This is a revolved lizard pose. And on your third exhale, we'll step the left foot back now. And we'll take a forearm Vashisthasana, a forearm side plank. We'll take a big inhale here, pushing that right elbow down. And as you exhale, we'll pivot hips and chest to face the mat. So we'll take a forearm plank, 3 breaths, eyes closed. On the third exhale, we'll let the core, the glutes, the legs go soft, and we'll come down into a Sphinx pose. As you
Exhale now, hook the balls of the feet into the mat. We'll straighten the legs, lift the hips, and we'll walk up into a dolphin pose. Push the heart towards the heels. Gaze between the heels, close the eyes. 3 breaths. And on your next inhale, extend the arms and we'll push right back into a plank. We'll take a full inhale in plank. And then as we exhale, we'll come into an upward dog, which means the knees stay off the mat this time. Inhale here. Exhale all the way back. Downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. Remember those pauses in the breath. As you inhale, we'll lift heels, roll head, chest, and shoulders forward, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, your choice now, either downward dog or extended child's pose. Again, 3 breaths. And on the inhale now, we'll bend the knees or bring the gaze forward. It's up to you if you'd like to hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Either way, standing forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. As you inhale, we'll lift the toes already. We'll let the fingers slide from back to front. Drop the seat. Lift head, chest, and shoulders. Utkatasana, chair pose. Again, arms straight, ears between the biceps. Close your eyes. 4 breaths. Roll your toes up off the mat. And remember, we're honoring the pauses and the breath today. It's easy to rush through them. We're going to really hold on to them. On this 4th exhale now, we'll anchor the right toes into the mat. We'll lift the left knee, point the left toes back, push the left knee into the right calf, then bend the elbows, bring the hands to the center of the chest. And as you lean head, chest, and shoulders forward, we'll hook left elbow on right knee. Bring the hands to the center of the chest. Inhale. Nice and slow. We'll extend the left leg back. Dig the ball of the left foot into the mat. Revolved east side pose now. You can turn the gaze up if you'd like. And then we'll extend the arms back. We'll push the hands towards the front as the elbows slide off the right knee. We'll undo that twist in the core. This is an intense transition. We'll push hard and slow right up past warrior 2 into a reverse triangle, which we get by straightening the right leg. Inhale now, leaning head, chest, and shoulders back. And on your next exhale, we'll set the spine vertical. We'll keep that right leg straight. And we'll lean forward. Into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. Again, the spine stays straight and long. Resist the urge to let the spine round. As you exhale, bend the right knee, push the right knee forward. We'll spin the left hand down to the mat, but the left palm is in front of the right toes. We'll bend the left elbow now, bring the left elbow down to the mat. Right hand is on right knee. You can push on that right knee, or you can extend the right arm up towards the ceiling for a revolved lizard pose. One more big inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll spin the right foot back. So we'll take a forearm side plank here on the left arm. And on an exhale, nice and slow, we'll find that forearm plank. Again, 3 breaths. Again, honoring the pauses in the breath. And on the third exhale, we'll release the hips, the glutes, the legs, the lower body. We'll push the palms and the forearms down. We'll find Sphinx pose first. And as we exhale, we'll hook the balls of the feet. We'll straighten the legs, lift the hips, and we'll walk up into a dolphin pose. On the third, inhale now, straighten the arms and we'll come right up into a plank. Big inhale and plank. Exhale, release the hips, keep the knees off the mat for your upward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll roll up slow into downward dog. 3 breaths in downward dog. And on your inhale now, we'll lift the heels, we'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward, plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, all the way back. Downward dog. 3 big breaths in downward dog. On that last inhale, we'll lift the heels, we'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into a plank. As we exhale, we'll roll back to downward dogs. We'll take a bend in the knees, and we'll hop or walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. We'll end with 2 feet in front of 2 hands. Inhale, lift halfway. And as you exhale, fold. Again, the fingers slide from back to front. We'll peel the heels off the mat as we lift head, chest, and shoulders, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale the palms now to the center of the chest, heels on the mat. We'll take 2 breaths here. We'll just rock forward and back onto the balls of the feet, and then the heel, alternating lifting the toes and lifting the heels. And then we're going to roll through just 1 sun salutation. Nice and slow. As we inhale, we'll extend the arms, we'll lift the hands, open the chest, a bend in the knees. You can take a back bend if you like. As you exhale, we'll turn that into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway as you step right foot back to the end of the mat. And on your exhale, nice and slow, we'll push up into crescent lunge. Inhale, vertical extension. Exhale, fold hands to the mat. Let the left leg slide up towards the ceiling. Inhale, roll forward into plank, hold. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. As you inhale, lift right leg up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale in 1 smooth movement, all on that same exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, just the crown of the head forward. Exhale, drag the back foot 2 feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels, hold the heels high. Exhale the palms now down to the center of the chest, the heels to the mat. We'll go right away on the left side. Inhale, extend the arms, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step left foot back. And as you exhale, nice and slow, extend up into crescent lunge. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Let the right leg slide up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Inhale, we'll roll forward directly into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We'll remember to honor those pauses. Inhale, lift left leg. Exhale, all the way up, crescent lunge. Inhale, vertical extension. Exhale, fold. Inhale, crown of the head pushing forward. Exhale, drag the back foot as 2 feet come together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels, hold the heels high, hold the breath. You can close the eyes if you like. Urdhva Hastasana. As you exhale, the heels come to the mat, the hands come to the center of the chest. We're going to change up our flow now, but it will start the same way. Inhale, extend the arms, lift the hands, open the chest. You can take a back bend if you'd like. And as you exhale, we'll turn that into a forward fold. As you lift, inhale, we'll lift halfway. And we're going to let the ball of the right foot slide back. So we'll dig that ball of the right foot. We're pushing hard to slide the right foot back to the end of the mat. Low lunge first. Inhale here. And as you exhale, we'll turn that into Superman. We're going to have 2 breaths here, engaged from the ball of the right foot all the way through the tips of the fingers. If you'd like to make that a little harder, you can peel the left heel off the mat. We'll take an inhale here. And as you exhale, release left heel down to the mat. We're also going to release right hand is going to sweep back. The right hand passes in front of the right hip. We'll pivot the hips and the chest to face the right side of the room. Now we'll extend forward into a revolved Superwoman, and we'll take 2 breaths. And on the second exhale, we'll push right back up to Warrior 2. Turn your gaze towards the front of the room. And again, we'll close the eyes. With the eyes closed here, maybe you'll rock a little bit. That's okay. An opportunity to work on balance. A little bit of core work as well. And then we're going to turn the left palm up towards the ceiling. We'll inhale as we rock back, this time into reverse warrior, which means we keep the left knee bent. You can pull back on that right thigh. Inhale here as you exhale. Now, left elbow to the left knee, right arm extended straight up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, we're going to peel that right heel off the mat. We'll drop right hand and right knee at the same time. Also the top of the right foot. We'll move left hand to left knee. And on an exhale, we'll start to push the left knee away from the chest. As you inhale now, we'll pull that left knee right back towards the chest. We'll anchor the left palm and we're going to swing the left leg back. We'll extend the left leg parallel to the back of the mat. Heel flex at first. And as you exhale, we'll point the toes. We'll start to lift the left hip as we bend the left knee. We're looking to point the left toe towards the front right corner of the mat. We'll hold the chest as parallel to the mat as we can. We'll take a big inhale. And as we exhale, we'll bring that left knee forward now and touch the nose around the spine. Inhale, extend the left leg first parallel to the mat. Then we'll bend the elbows. We'll drop the chest and the chin and we'll lift the left leg even higher. A big inhale here. Exhale now, let the right knee slide, both legs flat on the mat. We'll push up into a cobra. And as we exhale, we'll straighten the arms, bend the knees, anchor the balls of the feet, and roll up into a downward dog. We'll take 3 breaths in a downward dog. And we'll remember those pauses.
As you inhale now, we're going to lift the heels. We'll roll head, chest, and shoulders forward into a plank. We'll sink the hips first, upward dog. Inhale here. Then chaturanga. And on the next exhale, we'll push hard and slow through a plank all the way back to downward dog. You can use the tops of the feet if you like. Or you can stay on the balls of the feet. I'll take a few breaths here. And then as we inhale, we'll bend the knees. We'll hop the feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Let your fingers slide back to front. We'll extend the arms. We'll come right up onto the balls of the feet. We'll lift the heels, hold the heels high. Hold the breath. Close the eyes. Whoop, a little bit difficult with the eyes closed. Bring the heels down whenever you feel comfortable. Hands down to the center of the chest, and we'll go right away on the left side. Inhale, extend, open. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, step left foot back to the end of the mat. Low lunge first. And as you exhale, we'll come up into that Superwoman pose. Again, if you want to go a little harder here, you can lift that right heel, and we'll have 2 breaths here. As you exhale now, just the right heel comes down. The left arm also, the left hand swings back, passes in front of the left hip. We'll pivot the hips and the chest to face the left side of the room now. So a revolved Superman. 2 breaths here. And as you exhale, we'll push right back up into Warrior 2. Turn the gaze towards the front. Close your eyes. And then we'll turn the right palm up towards the ceiling. We'll push right hand up. Pull back on that left knee. Reverse Warrior. Exhale, we'll bend the right elbow down to right knee. Inhale, extend left arm up, supported side angle. Where are those pauses in the breath? Should always be present as we exhale now. It's left knee, left hand to the mat, right hand to the right knee, top of the left foot also on the mat. And we'll push the right knee away from the chest, hips down and forward, shoulder blades back, head up. You can turn the gaze up towards the ceiling if you like. As you exhale now, pull the right knee in towards the chest, anchor right palm. And we'll straighten the right leg back, parallel to the mat, the hips parallel to the mat also. Then point the toes, open the hips, so lift that right hip and point that right big toe towards the front left corner of the mat. Inhale, here we'll lift. Exhale, keep right knee bent, bring it forward, touch the nose, round the spine. Inhale, extend that right leg back. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, chest and chin to the mat, the right leg high, heel flex. Big inhale here, Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, let the left knee slide, hips come down. Bring the hands in towards the side of the chest. And roll up nice and slow into Bhujangasana. And as we exhale now, we'll bend the knees. We'll push the hips back to the heels, release the neck, let the head hang. And we'll come back to our extended child's pose. And we'll find our breath. Again, remembering the big pauses in the breath. And then we'll roll right up onto all 4. We'll lift the feet. We'll send the feet to one side or other as we send the hips back. You can center yourself on the mat if you'd like. Bend the knees and bring the knees together. Now we'll extend the left leg out nice and slow. We're going to cross the right heel over the left knee. And then as we exhale, we'll turn this into a forward fold. Nice and slow. Now we'll roll back up to a vertical spine. We're going to turn the right knee up towards the ceiling. We'll send left hand back. You can pull, you can push, you can send the hand under, or you can extend the left arm up and hook the left elbow outside that right knee. Maybe you'd like to take a bind. I usually like to try for the bind. Some days it's easier than others. And as you exhale now, we're going to release out of Ardha Matsyendrasana. We're going to lift the sole of the right foot. We'll send the right hand to the sole of the right foot, and we're going to take a counter twist. So we'll send the left shoulder back. We'll lift the chin. As we exhale, we'll just bow just a little bit. And then we'll uncross the right leg. Now extend both legs out flat on the mat. Inhale, extend the arms up. Then we'll find a forward fold in Paschimottanasana this evening. As you exhale now, close your eyes as you lift the back of your head. Let your hands slide on the surface of your legs with your eyes closed. Be aware of what it feels like to touch your own body. This is not a scandalous idea, although many people would have you believe that it is. We'll bend the knees now. We'll roll back. Again, we're going to lift the feet off the mat. Close your eyes here and let yourself just rock a little bit from side to side. And then we'll extend the right leg out flat on the mat. And we'll cross the left heel over top of the right knee. Inhale, vertical spine. As you exhale, there's our forward fold on the other side. On your exhale now, again, we'll come right back up to a seat. We'll keep that left heel crossed on right knee, and we'll lift left knee up towards the ceiling. As we send left arm back, you can pull, you can send the hand under, you can push, or if you'd like, you can extend right arm up, and then hook right elbow outside left knee, and we'll turn the gaze back, and we'll take Ardha Matsyendrasana. And going the other way. The exhale, nice and slow. We'll come out of that seated spinal twist. We'll send the left hand to the sole of the left foot. Send the right shoulder back. Send the gaze back. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, we'll just bow just a touch. And so we'll come into a counter posture. And then we'll uncross the legs. And we're going to take that forward fold again. You can take a little space between the knees this time if you like. We'll inhale, extend the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, hands come forward again, hands to the feet. Paschimottanasana. Again, nice and slow, we're going to lift. We'll close the eyes as we lift the back of the head. We'll let the hands slide on the legs, eyes closed. It's okay to feel your own body. Rock back As we bend the knees, we'll roll all the way back onto the back. And pull those knees into the chest. We'll roll just a little bit from side to side. I'll bring the soles of the feet down to the mat. We'll have the palms facing the mat also. Bring the shoulder blades together, and as we inhale, we'll scoop the hips up off the floor, and we'll push up into a bridge pose. You can hold here, or if you'd like, you can push up onto the balls of the feet. Or if you'd like, you can bring the hands back behind the head. You can roll up onto the head for just a moment. And we can also push all the way up into Chakrasana. When you come down from Chakrasana, it's the shoulders, the back that touches first, then the head. You have to be careful not to come back down onto the head. We'll release the spine back down, one vertebra at a time. We'll let the knees sway from side to side. And then we'll bring both knees up to the chest, both knees bent together. We're going to use the left hand to pull both knees over towards the left side. As we extend the right arm, we'll gaze to the right. We'll take another spinal twist. And as we exhale, we'll roll nice and slow back down to the back. Keep the knees bent, but we'll turn the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. We'll send one hand to the outside edge of both feet. Happy baby pose. We'll roll just a little bit from side to side. Maybe rolling so far that one knee touches and then the other. Maybe alternating, straightening the opposite leg as well. Finally, again, we'll bring the knees in towards the chest. And this time we'll use right hand to pull both knees over towards the right side as we extend the left arm and gaze left. And then we'll roll nice and slow the hips back down to the mat. I'll bring the feet down to the mat and we'll start to sway the knees again from side to side. And each time the knees sway to one side or the other, we'll just scoot the feet a little bit more towards the front of the mat. It's just a nice way of stretching yourself out flat on the mat. And eventually you'll be just laying on your back, just the feet rolling from one side to the other. And then we'll squeeze the feet together. We'll extend the arms back behind the head. Push the heels and the shoulder blades down. Take an inhale here. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips up off the mat. We'll scrunch up the face. Mash the jaw. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the core. Lift the hips. Make fists. Big inhale here. Hold. And as you exhale, we'll release. We'll sink right into Shavasana. So passing from full engagement of the core to full relaxation. Shavasana is now and ever shall be about stillness and about silence. Remember, we're looking for the stillness between the breaths. We're looking for the silence that lives in that space. And we're looking to invite that silence and that stillness into our hearts and into our minds. We'll have 3 minutes now without movement. 3 minutes without thought.
hold on to the stillness now. We'll hold on to the silence. And so even as we begin to move, we'll keep that stillness and that silence in our hearts and in our minds. And when we move forward from here, we'll do so from a place of peace. Start to move the fingers and the toes now. Hands and feet starting to move. We'll extend the arms back beyond the head. You can bend the knees. And we'll roll off onto the left side. We'll pause for a few breaths on the left side. A little reminder that nothing special happens in my classes. Anything that you're feeling right now comes from inside of you. It belongs to you, and it has nothing to do with me. Which means it's always available to you anytime you look for it. We'll push now with the right hand in front of the face, and we'll scoot nice and slow back up to any seated posture that works for you. Inhale, we'll extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we'll drag the palms down to the center of the chest and inhale at the heart chakra, Anahata chakra, pure love. Exhale, the hands now slide up to the throat chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, and inhale here, pure communication. Exhale, we'll slide the hands up to Ajna chakra, the third eye, and inhale here, awareness. And as you exhale, we'll turn the palms away from each other, thumbs and pointer fingers touching. The hands slide now just up above the head. A big inhale here at the crown, enlightenment. And as we exhale, Namaste. Thank you as always for joining me. I will see you all again very soon.